If at all you're thinking that your class 10th will be as similar to that of class 9, that you are wrong. That was the time when you failed in SST, or I would say you lose interest in SST. Not repeat the mistakes we did in class 9. Now your 60% of the paper will be competency type, and what does it actually mean? If you're thinking that first let me complete the chapters entirely, complete the syllabus entirely, then I will practice, no. Finally enrolled in class 10th, I know that you're super excited and somewhere you're thinking that we are going to give our 100%. We will put all our efforts to get 95 plus in our class 10th. My dear students, if at all you're thinking that your class 10th will be as similar to that of class 9, that you are wrong. We have to change our strategy. We have to put more efforts. We have to understand actually how toppers think and how toppers work. And this is the way you can also become a topper. Welcome on the platform Diksha Vedantu. This is your SST faculty Tanvi Paul, and today we will clearly understand how class 9th SST is totally different from class 10th SST, right? However, one more thing that we have to understand is our approach. The approach you used up till class 9th will not be sufficient for your class 10th, and we will understand it in this video. See what happened now. One thing, and the most important thing that was not present in your class 10th was board examination. Right? You knew that my copies are being checked by my teachers, right? Whenever your first half-yearly exam was organized, or later whenever your class tests were organized, you always had your copy in your hands after getting checked, right? And in that, you were always raising concern, ma'am, in this question I have written a lot, I should get more marks. And there were multiple times, because of your so much efforts, etc., etc., poking the teacher again and again that I deserve more marks. Sometimes half or 1 mark was increased in exam. But this cannot be a possibility in class 10 because here it is board exam. Right? You will slightly see a difference in the teachers also. The way they dealt you in class 9th and the way they will be dealing you in class 10th, because they are making you prepared for class 10th bacha. Right? Now, what happened now when we start our, I'll talk about class 6. You're so small, you could not understand the basic depth of SST. So what you are doing is, you're just studying, reading it, revising it, okay, mugging it up and trying to answer in the copy as it is written in your answer copy, right? Or you're trying that I should write as it is and get full marks, because this is the way actually our education system is, to write word by word. The same you followed in class 7. As you reached class 8, now your length of the answers are increasing and you could not mug up that, and somewhere that was the time when you failed in SST, or I would say you lose interest in SST. Okay, that was the time. Now then you move to class 9th, you saw that syllabus is interesting, it's looking good, but because of that 1 year leap in class 8, it affected a lot. I understand that this might be the situation of most of the students, that you are not able to handle that lengthy answers. Because why? Your method to read them was wrong. Okay, so today we will understand how in class 10th we are going to deal what? SST. And in class 10th we will not repeat the mistakes we did in class 9. But your first and the most important thing what you have to understand here is, see, direct versus analytical questions. Now you might be hearing a word a lot of time last year, that is competency based questions or competency type of question, and it's clearly stated by CBSE. Now your 60% of the paper will be competency type, and what does it actually mean? It means analytic basic of questions. Now what happened? I'll give you an example. Like in class 9 you were having what? You were having one question, define resources. Okay, what do you think? It is a direct question. Okay, define resources, anything that is available in the environment which is of use. Okay, that we use is known as what? Resource. Fine, we are aware of this. But now in class 10th, they will not ask you to find resources. They will ask you classify resources on the basis of or with the help of examples, right? So there is an in-depth study of everything you studied and up till class 9. Now there will be in-depth study and the questions will be more of analysis. What you understand from this, analyze, explain, visualize. Like there is one very good question I would suggest you to understand the point. When you will read the chapter, that is chapter number 1 of history, Rise of Nationalism in Europe. Okay, there is a topic here that's allegory. Allegory is basically the female structure, and we have seen Germania. Germania is basically the female structure or allegory of nation Germany, like we have Bharat Mata, right? However, the reference of that Bharat Mata is given in chapter number 2. In the last, that like Bharat Mata is the allegory of India. Now, what the main issue what I want to tell you here is, now what they did, now there is a question in NCERT. They tell us the difference between Germania and Bharat Mata. What do you think? Is it a direct question? No. It is an analytical question. Like figure out the difference between World Development Report and Human Development Report. So you have to analyze the thing this year rather than just mugging up the data. Okay, clear? And if you start the same thing from day 1, that will help you in class 10, bacha. Okay, next is about story writing versus structure writing. That's very, very important. What happened now? Up till now, as I have seen a lot of students from class 6 to 8, we have a very, very bad habit of writing the answer in paragraphs. Okay, I have seen a lot of students, for example, this is your copy. A lot of students starting the answer from here and writing it entirely in the copy without changing any paragraphs or without changing any line or giving spaces, etc. Do you think that the teacher will be interested in reading it? No. This is the wrong method you guys are using, right? Rather, our answer should be structured. By structure, I do not mean that the answer should only be in points. Okay? When I tell you this, please follow this for the entire year, right? By structure, I mean that whenever you write the answer, pay attention. There should be an intro to your answer. For example, write 5 causes of land degradation. Now, what you're doing? Answer number 1. First, like you will just number the first cause is deforestation. No, this should not be the method. Rather, the method should be in a way. Pay attention. You always start your answer with a point, right? Introduction. The 5 causes for land degradation are as follows. Okay, just a second. Okay, you should start it with an intro. Now comes the basic structure or body of an answer. If the answer is for 3 marks, okay? If the answer is for 3 marks, how many points are you going to write? 3 clearly point. That 3 clear point must be different from each other. Do not repeat it. The teacher is more smart than you. Okay, do not repeat it. Pay attention. 1, 2, 3 points with an intro. Now, if the question is for 5 marks, okay, if the question is for 5 marks, we will add 2 more points. And now pay attention, a very good structure of the answer is in a way which have intro plus points and plus conclusion too at this ending. Now you might be thinking, ma'am, what we should conclude? See, if the answer is asking you to analyze the situation, then you have to give your perspective in the end. If there is any quote, like there are often times like in SST, there is any statement given. Like for example, Mahatma Gandhi stated that there is enough for everyone's need, not for everyone's greed. So we can use that statement to write the conclusion. That statements actually make examiner feel happy seeing your copy that wow, what a structure it is. Okay, so pay attention whenever you are writing the answer. It should not be storytelling, rather it should be structured. And now comes the point, length matters. Ma'am, does the length matter in class 10? Bacha, it matters, but your answer should be within the word limit. Smart length matters actually. how smartly, how well structured you're writing your answers, right? And now you might be thinking, ma'am, we should study or do the practice of answer writing. Beta, you have to study plus answer writing from day one. If you're thinking that first let me complete the chapters entirely, complete the syllabus entirely, then I will practice, no. This is the worst strategy that every student follow, that first let me complete it, then write the answers. No. Write the answer from day one for the single topic you are studying each day. I always give this slogan to every student who is studying from me: 2 questions a day makes you a topper. So the day one for SST, practice only 2 questions a day. Calculate it quick. Like, you are going to give your exams the very next year. That means around you have 365 days. Let us make it to 250 days. If you're writing daily 2 questions, it will be 500 questions of practice. And do you think that anything more than this is required for SST? Not at all. Okay, get it? Now comes the point about NCERT line importance. Yes, bhai, NCERT is your holy book. I always say that NCERT is your Ramayana, NCERT is your Mahabharata. Do not go anywhere other than NCERT. All the lines are important, and that lines you have to write. And if you are thinking that, ma'am, do we need to put the words of NCERT necessarily in answer? Not every word. Not is that you have to follow exactly same, but the keywords are required. Okay, so what are the mistakes that you were doing in class 9 not to do in class 10th are here. First mistake that often students do: I will do SST later. Let me first focus on maths plus science. But I know that you guys are very well prepared and smart enough that you decided from now only that I have to take maths, I have to take bio, or I have to take commerce in future. And as per that, you give more weightage to maths and science. That's understandable. But what I want here is, you should not follow this practice that my exam of SST is in this date and from then I'll take a week and study it at that time, last time. No, beta. Right? If you are giving just half hour daily, that will be more than enough. I'm just demanding as a SST teacher half hour from you in your preparation. That's it. Okay, just follow one thing: whatever you are studying in school or coaching, revise it in that half hour, practice 1 or 2 questions daily. That will be more than enough. Okay, get it? So I hope that you're going to do that. Mistake number 2, only reading, no writing. I've seen a lot of students just taking the NCERT in hand, reading the chapters and thinking that because they have great communication skills or English skills, they will be writing the perfect answers. If you are thinking that, you are wrong. Stop here. Not only the reading will help you, you have to write it from day one. Whatever it is, whatever topper you were in class 9th, whatever was the condition, you have to write. Okay, I'm not going to listen any excuse in this. Do not come later during the exams and tell, ma'am, we don't know how to write the answers. Get it? Fine. No answer structure. So I just told you the answer structure. I hope you're not going to do this mistake again. Ignoring map work. Beta, this is your free 5 marks. Okay. How many marks? These are your free 5 marks, and if you want to get it, you have to prepare it from the starting, because in map work, there's a lot of things to do and we forget it often. So for that, what you have to do is watch the map work video I made last year. For this year also, fresh map work video will be made for all of you. Okay, in that a PDF is also attached. You can download that PDF. That PDF is entirely what is going to come in your exam, because that's totally based upon syllabus released by CBSE. Get it? Very good. Next is about no revision system, and this is a problem. I'll tell you how to revise effectively to get it done. So what you must change now, start writing practice from day one. As I told you, 2 questions a day is all you require to become a topper. Okay, what you require is just 2 questions a day. Use point format analysis, as I always tell you, bacha. A well structured answer is is all what we need. Point format is very necessary until the question is about write a short note on. So if you are having, one more advice that I want to give you from my side. If the question is for 3 marks, write 4 points. Okay, but do not repeat the points unnecessarily, okay? Yeah, do not repeat the point unnecessarily. It is just for like, we are not going to take any risk. Underline keywords, yes, this is the main point. Now you might be thinking, ma'am, every teacher tells this, but we are having lack of time in SST. That is the why we are making this video in April. So you should have a habit of underlining the keywords. Now you are thinking, ma'am, what are keywords? Whenever we study, we underline the whole NCERT. Yes. But when you write answer, there are certain features of what we can say, there are features of intensive subsistence agriculture. So that features are important. You should underline them. If there is any data that this crop grows in a soil or a temperature which requires 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius, to underline this is important. Okay, or any of the important point of view that you put in the answer, underline them, underline the subheadings also. Okay, this is what make your answer with a good presentation skill. Fix a weekly SST plan by you. This is very, very important. What you have to do is, as I told you in the starting, just half hour of study in SST can work out. Then we will mix these 2 points very nicely. See, you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm leaving your Sunday to chill pill. Okay, you can do one thing, that on Monday I will study history. On Tuesday, I will study civics. On Wednesday, it's about economics, and on Thursday, it's about geography. Get it? Okay, fine. History, civics, economics, geography, just half hour or 1 hour daily. Half hour, take it half hour. Okay, on Friday, what I will be doing, pay attention. On Friday, I will be just practicing the questions. Okay, now daily along with the studies, I was practicing 1 question. Now on this day, it will be MCQs plus PYQs. MCQs plus PYQs. On Saturday, it is just revision time. Revision time. What you need to revise is, beta, all what you studied in this week. Okay. On the revision day, just expand your time to 1 hour rather than just half hour. If you followed this throughout the time, beta, it is going to work. Now, one more thing, you should also do monthly revision. Monthly revision. Like, fix a date or a Sunday that on first Sunday of every month, I will be revising the entire SST I studied last month. Whenever I speak about revision, okay, whenever I speak about revision, it does not mean to read the entire NCERT, okay. It does not mean that you're reading the entire NCERT. This is a wrong method. What you need to do is, beta, whenever you are studying, make crisp notes or short notes, okay. You have to revise that. Or whenever you are studying, make those notes around your NCERTs or underline the keywords that you have to revise, not entirely everything. Okay, so now this is the time we should be smart. This is the time we should implement those smart work which we are planning every time. One of the biggest mistakes that students are doing, that preparing a timetable and not following it. Right? Every time you feel like I got less marks, you go so motivated back at home, make a timetable, paste it in front of your study table and do not follow it and repeat that again. Right? This is the big thing happening to, big trap happening to all of us. So in that situation, what we have to do is, beta, we should not make any of that timetable that's not followable. Rather, we should give ourselves targets, small targets. By this is the week, I have to complete Rise of Nationalism in Europe anyhow. Divide your hours. Okay, I need 4 hours to study this chapter, in which I'll completely read NCERT, I'll make notes, I'll practice some of questions. 4 hours. So don't give that 4 hours in one sitting, one go. Divide it into 4 days smartly and implement it, beta. Make your timetable week-wise. In this week, what I'm going to do and what is my target for tomorrow. Once you achieve that, then you will be happier to make the timetable for next time. Do not make a fixed time that every day I will wake up at 6, then I'll sit at study at this. It's not followed. It's a trap. Okay? Get it? So I hope everything is crystal clear to all the students and you won't be making any mistake that you were making up till now, especially that you made in class 9. And one more thing that I want to tell you, that we are the platform Diksha Vedantu. Here we are going to teach you everything in English and we will be with you throughout your class 10 journey. Okay? Not just class 10, we here teach class 9th, and if you have your juniors and you like the sessions, please do share with them. And if you are someone not yet subscribed the YouTube channel, go hit the subscribe button so that you can come back on every class of mine next time. Okay? Bye-bye. Meet you soon.